welcome back
No,
to another live
oh wait.
stream. Oh, okay, well, welcome back to both of our live
Okay,
streams now.
now welcome back to our live streams.
Yeah.
This is TikTok 3. Well, I should really learn to mute that. But this is the third podcast that we're for some reason doing live because I was
Yeah.
too lazy to edit it. And there goes yours.
Oh.
So getting on to the first topic, do yours.
Okay, well,
'Cause I don't-
Google added a new feature into their browser called Google Fact Check, which I thought was pretty cool. So basically, it's a new function in their browser called Fact Check, and if you want to confirm, say, you found an article that said a politician said this, you can just copy that, or there's flags on the side of, like, all the options that come up. And then you click on that, and it will search through the entire internet and make sure that if it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just making it so I don't actually go to your article next.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is a pretty good thing because, it's gonna prevent the fake news,
Yeah.
or as Google calls it. What was it like?
It's called Fact Check.
No, but like, what did they? Or it's like news. Like, they can call it that all they want, but trying to censor it more. Which China. That's all I gotta say to that. Got anything else you want to say on that?
Not really. I don't really have anything else to say on it. I was just announcing that they have that new feature.
So, like, where is it on?
So, if you just type in something,
Where
you can type in on Google, like, YouTube or whatever, which I don't know what would come up, obviously, other than YouTube. But then there should be a blue little thing that would pop up, and it'll say, do you want to fact check this source or whatever, and then you can.
Donald, or if it's type Hillary prison. Nothing comes up.
Okay, well,
but
they said.
They're liars.
Well, for some reason, Google Chrome is now just a black
on my
screen.
topic, which I actually scripted. I mean, you kind of did, but
Which one are you going to next?
The Russian government.
Okay.
So the Russian government has banned Putin gay clown meme. So the Russian government, or more likely Vladimir Putin himself, had made it illegal for anyone in Russia, if caught. You could have up to 15 days in prison and $53-ish, or 3,000 rubles, or however you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that was wrong. My message to Putin is, Putin, this makes you seem like you are ashamed of being gay yourself instead of not seeming gay. What a dumbass. So you got anything on that?
Not really. I just thought that it was pretty stupid that he banned it.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole thing with that. I think you cut out again, but the whole thing with
yeah. You just cut out, but
is that they're not. The government there is just highly corrupted, and it's kind of bad. But yeah.
Okay, well, you cut out, but I think you got your point in there, because it said that they're corrupted and stuff, so...
But yeah. Next topic. How do you misspell iPhone?
I don't know.
Okay, do you want to do your topic now on your interestingness stuff that is like...
Okay,
like half.
Well... Apple's new iPhone X may cost as much as a MacBook. They are saying that The new iPhone could cost around $1,000 to $1,200, which is over the price on a new MacBook Air. For right now, they're going for $999. They claim that it's going to be more. It's going to be more expensive because of their OLED display. With the new technology they are incorporating into their phone, they could offer a curved screen version.
What?
Yeah.
That's so stupid. OLEDs aren't even that much more. In TVs too. OLED TV. So let's say 50-inch OLED TV, right? And then we're gonna search up another tab. So you can get Sony 4K OLED, or that's a 55-inch. Or here, this one's cheaper, but this one is from LG. It is a 50-inch. Oh, it's LED. Okay, this one is actually OLED. It's OLED 4K, 55-inch. You know, and then we have they are quite a bit cheaper, but that's got like HDR and all those. Oh, that's not even 4K ones over here. Aha! I figured it out. Even then, they're all LED. I don't know. I don't think OLED costs that much more, but I know there are advantages to OLED, but you know, I would prefer an OLED screen on anything I got, but you know, I'm fine with the normal screens. Because I'm not some rich asshole named Steve. No, not Steve Jobs. What's his name? No. Tim Cook. There it is. So yeah. Anything else? Curved screens. Actually, those are stupid. Have you ever actually seen a S6 or whichever the first one?
I think it was the S6 Edge.
Yeah, the edges. They're like not even curved. For all I care, it could just be like a lens bending in the phone, or the like glass bending the light. It doesn't look like a curved screen. Like, if I had a S6 or S7 Edge, I would barely notice it. Essentially, all it's adding is a little bar.
They say really that it just made the phones worse because it was way easier to crack your phone screen.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, even with like the phone, it just is adding manufacturing cost. Even if it's not, it's just increasing the bloody price because they're claiming it as a little feature. Okay, I need to turn you up.
Okay.
So I realized how loud I was. Okay. Next topic. So, UK, they're removing the ads from YouTube videos. So, we have a topic. We have more into the why people are doing this, but so the UK government stops its ads on YouTube because of them showing up on extremist videos, which I really kind of understand because this could easily promote the wrong message about the government. But some other companies need to stop being pussies. You don't see Iran removing ads from YouTube's after those being on extremist videos, mainly because they're funding ISIS and Hillary. Maybe not so much Hillary anymore. You know, she kind of lost. She's probably dead within a week or something, you know. All that good stuff.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of stupid. They should have maybe just filtered the videos better and figured out which ones were actually extremist videos and then just taken them off. Taking them off or taking the ads off.
OCD. Yeah, I don't know why. So, leading on to the next topic, this is actually this isn't what I said it was going to be, but so no ads on channels less than 10,000 views. So, what the actual fuck, YouTube? First off, I know we don't make that much from YouTube, like me and him, Jonathan, me, Ivan. But even though that is the case, it is still dumb that people who are able to make money from YouTube with less than 10K views aren't able to get
Here's my question,
money from YouTube.
What if someone blows up overnight and then they didn't get that?
Yeah, so, like, what if...
All of a sudden they have, like, 7,000... Not 7,000, but 700,000 views on one video.
Yeah, that overnight could have potentially made them, like... Well, let's say let's say like a million views, okay?
Yeah.
Just to simplify the math, which I'm not actually going to do, but still. What if they got 7 or a million views overnight and they lost out on all that money? Now I know what you're thinking.
That'd be kind of
They're
greedy,
gonna make
but
the money because they got over 10,000 views. But no, they're not, because
because you have
YouTube
to
still has to
enable
approve
it,
the
and they
content.
have to improve all the content on the channel.
So, leaving off where I left back on the article. So I said 10K views aren't able to get that much money from YouTube, which isn't really going to matter that much. However, at least it isn't subscribers. But then second, it should be known that the topic I'm talking about is YouTube is blocking channels with less than 10,000 views and even after that, YouTube still has to approve the views. So now they claim we're dropping a lot of frames for some reason, but
well,
they claim this is because
water.
it's a podcast.
Yeah.
You don't know it's on YouTube too, but so they claim that it's because their ad people or whatever leaving, and it's because of that. But I feel like there's kind of a bigger picture here, like whereas the government, like, no taxes if you're like getting rid of them ads on YouTube, because that'll then cause YouTube to like start censoring the videos a little more.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily the U.S. government, but maybe like China, North Korea, which that wouldn't make much sense. But what are they gonna do? They're just
they don't get YouTube in North Korea anyways, so.
I mean, yeah, but North Korea telling the companies to like censor our internet, I mean, North Korea, in my opinion, is a country with a bunch of model rockets that they're claiming to be nukes. I'm not at all intimidated by them, other than the fact that they could flip me off. And even then, I wouldn't be intimidated.
Well, yeah, because then you could just fly to North Korea and flip him back.
You cut out.
Well, then you could just fly to North Korea, even though you can't really do that, and then just flip him off.
You can.
And then you'd be good. You'd be set.
Get shot in the head 3 seconds later by 26 different people. So, do you want to do another topic?
Hold on. Oh, don't fall for the Hey Siri 108 prank. Basically, there's this new trend going around about a prank where you have someone activate their Siri, Siri on their iPhone, and if you say, Hey Siri 108, it'll call 911 because it thinks there is an emergency, which you may think, why would 108 call the police, right? But apparently it's just a number for another. Oh, okay, it's in another country. Yeah. So.
I just googled that.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Don't do that to other people, and don't let people use Siri on your phone.
Well, no, don't do it, or you'll get arrested.
Yeah.
Or charged, because it's illegal to call the cops without a good reason, and they can charge you with like, what is it? I forget.
I don't know.
I don't think it's criminal negligence, but it could be. But they can charge you with this so that you can't, like, they can like fine you and maybe send you to jail.
See,
but don't do it, because that you could be risking someone's life by trying to get their phone to call.
Well, yeah, and then when you have all these people calling 911, then you don't have people that actually need 911. They can't get through, so.
There's like a story about this. It was one of the big celebrities that I hate, but they put in the number of their local 911 emergency response thing, or the dispatch, and they said, I'm looking for like I think it was what are those people that sit up at the front desk? Receptionist. And he gave them that number to call, and they got like over 1,800,000 calls, I think it was.
Dang.
And it's estimated that it cost them like thousands of dollars, and it could have, in that potentially could cost someone to their
Lose
life
their life,
because
yeah.
some celebrity was a dick. Don't do it. I like how you're over there just trying to complete my sentences.
Yeah. Well, you cut out
So,
every once in a while, so I just wanted to
oh,
make sure that people get the point.
oh.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, there have been more terror attacks in the world. So, the first was a bomb that went off in a Russian subway station, killing 14 and wounding 49 people. This is truthfully depressing to know that religions, which usually are symbols of peace, are having people killed over not
Yeah.
agreeing with you and your specific religion. It is completely stupid that these things are happening over a religion, something that is probably like there's less than a 50% chance that it's actually real in the first place. But getting back on topic, I expected myself to do that, so I actually put that in the article that I were the notes. The Russian terror attack is the biggest of the decade in Russia. Um, but it's not a competition like it is made out to be by ISIS and almost every Hillary supporter. This bomb went off in a Russian subway station, and Vladimir Putin, the leader or president, I think it's prime minister of Russia, was in the town, which is his hometown. Was seen, he was seen placing flowers as a tribute to the victims of the attack. In a little better news, there was another bomb that was found and defused before the bomb exploded and did any damage. Donald Trump called Putin to express his condolences. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it on that terror attack. And the other terror attack wasn't really a terror attack, but it was the Syrian government. So basically the same thing because they're just a bunch of terrorists. So the Syrian government decided the best way to treat citizens is with lethal gas.
Just common
Yeah,
things.
the Syrian government unleashed its own chemical weapons on its own citizens in its own country. This attack caused 86 deaths as of like yesterday, and 28 of them being children. The weapon used was called sarin. Sarin is a nerve agent that causes victims to lose bodily bodily functions and begin urinating, vomiting, drooling, and pooping uncontrollably.
Oh God.
Um, so I
I
saw a
would not
picture
want to be the person that have to clean that up, though. Like,
but
I'm sorry about the dead people and everything, but I would not want to be the person that have to clean all that out.
but the when I was researching what sarin was, because the main article didn't say what it did,
Mm-hmm.
the pictures that they showed of like the victims of it, they had piled up like the people who had died from its bodies, and these people were children that it showed in the picture, and they
Yeah.
were like all stiff even though they'd been moved. Like they're they were just like stuck in a position they fell and died in the first place. And that was just like such a depressing thing to see
Yeah,
because
and then did you hear about how this morning when we did the attack to, get back at them, right? Because they used the
mhm,
gas. And then it killed Russian soldiers at the same time. So then, Vladimir Putin's
mhm.
pissed at the same time.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna ally with a bunch of terrorists, please don't kill me, Putin. But if you're gonna ally up with a bunch of terrorists, I'm not saying that they necessarily deserve to die for it,
Yeah.
but you should kind of expect, the big U.S. sending like 59 bombs at them. Each of these bombs
Actually,
cost
it
about
was
$2 million.
60. Pretty sure.
No, it was 59.
Okay.
Yeah, they just said 60 because, rounded up. Each of these bombs is about $2 million. So that's, wait, one, two, three, one, two, three. That's $118 million that we shot at like a
Yeah.
military base just for them um, blowing each other up or killing their people. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have used those, but
Maybe use something a little cheaper next time.
like how much does a nuke cost?
Well, yeah, couldn't we have just used one instead of? I feel like that a nuke would be way worse though.
But yeah, but even then, it's way cheaper. I mean, not necessarily, but it's only like in the 5 millions, maybe up to 10 millions per nuke.
Okay,
versus the
one
18
nuke is $2 billion.
Oh,
Yeah.
but even then, you take out like half the country.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have any more issues with them. Not to like say that it
We
wouldn't be
should
killing.
blow up all the citizens there, but yeah.
But they're just in a war. It's pretty much hell there anyway. I'm not justifying killing them, but
Yeah.
the Middle East pretty much could just like we make sure that we evacuate most of the people. Give them a fair warning. Then anyone that tries to leave the borders, like we have little points set up around the edge. That's like ISIS. We just like throw them back in the middle of the country, nuke them, and then yeah, goodbye ISIS. Oh, my stance on terrorism: if a country gets taken over by terrorists and there's no normal civilians in the country, nuke them.
Yeah, nuke them.
Turn them into a parking lot.
Well, yeah, it's a lot easier to turn it into a parking lot than repair everything.
Yeah,
right?
plus then we'll have like parking for our tank.
Yeah. Instead of Syria, just be a parking lot for tanks.
So yeah, that's really all I have to say for that. But you wanna do your next topic?
I mean, sure. VR technology is now a reality for the Phoenix Suns. You can soon watch the Phoenix Suns game in VR live through any VR headset on your phone.
I think this is a VR headset.
Okay, a headset on your phone.
Google Cardboard.
I think this is an amazing idea, especially for those that can't make it to the real game. For example, if you lived in a different state or country at that time,
or just couldn't afford it.
Or just couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of already a thing. I'm not sure what the Phoenix Suns are. I'm assuming it's a basketball team.
Yeah.
I didn't actually read that article because you added it last minute, last hour, but I kind of knew about that already because Fox, they have a thing with their football games where maybe it's not football, like with the NFL, where for their I think it's Daydream,
yeah, that's what they were using. They were using Daydream.
It's for Google Cardboard too, but Daydream that also has a what's it called, thing for that where you can just point it on the controller, which I think is kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty much what they were showing. Is
I wish more of the Google Cardboard apps were compatible with Daydream too. Or the Daydream apps were compatible with Nexus phones. Only because I have a Nexus. If I didn't have a Nexus, I wouldn't give a crap. I guarantee it. But yeah, I'll talk. But oh wait, my talk. Yeah. You have anything else to say?
I mean, hopefully it'll become a more mainstream thing, so not only certain teams will have it. Because if they go to an away basketball game, so they're not in their home state, obviously, then they couldn't bring all the VR technology to film the game with.
Oh god,
it'd be way too much work. So it would be amazing if they kind of made it more mainstream for the rest. And right now, it is only available to the season ticket holders. So they'd give them a phone and a Daydream to view it off of.
Serious?
Yeah.
Damn. So, do you want to do another one of your topics? I know this is super professional, but gotta hit the toilet. Yeah, do another topic for me.
Okay.
One of yours professionally.
Okay, well.
Guy in a hole.
Do you want to be
In case I
paid
never see you again.
$17,000 to stay in a bed for 2 months? They are looking for males aged 20 to 45 in good shape who don't smoke and have no allergies. After 2 weeks of testing, the volunteers will have a 60-day period during which they must remain in bed. Their bed has to, they always have to stay in the bed, and their head has to stay at a slight incline downwards at less than 6 degrees. You can't sit up. You have to have at least one shoulder on the bed at all times, which sucks because you are most likely going to have to go to rehab because you'll lose most or all of the muscle in your body. This is France's space program offering this, which I thought was a really cool idea, especially to get paid $17,000 to sit in a bed for 2 months. But the only thing that sucks is there are a lot of people that have allergies, and you have to have no allergies to obviously participate. Another thing is, I feel like I'd get bored very quickly by just sitting in a bed for 2 months straight and not even being able to sit up. So I guess they just want people to experience what it would be like to be in space for multiple months at a time. Well, for longer space travel. It would be horrible for your body also as well, because the longer that you sit and do not move, especially your legs, you're going to have to go through some major rehab before you can actually be able to walk again. So really, I'm not sure if they will pay for the rehab for you to be able to gain muscle again. I would think that they should, because otherwise then you're just going to be spending your $17,000 towards medical bills to regain strength. Another article that I'm going to move on to is Logitech has a new line of products that are going to be more wallet friendly. Logitech is releasing a new, cheaper product line. One that says, "I'm not trying out for an MLG team." The most universal item in the Prodigy line, which is their new, cheaper line, is the G231 wired headphones. They're compatible with Xbox One, PS4, and PC, though some Xbox One controllers will require the purchase of an adapter. Okay.
So,
I just went through the whole get paid for $17,000 to sit in a bed and how it'd suck because then you'd have to go to rehab and stuff. And then I'm moving on to Logitech's new, cheaper product line.
I wanted to know why you were talking about controllers.
Well, yeah. Well, I talked about the $17,000 thing for a while, and I had nothing else to say about it. And you weren't back, so I just had to move on because I couldn't ask what you thought about it.
Yeah, they basically have my headset, but like worse looking.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool that they're having more wallet friendly, I guess, as the title of the article says.
It still isn't that cheap because I was looking at their mouse, and their new mouse is $70 for a wired one and $100 for the wireless.
And they called it. We have the G602.
Yeah.
And it's $40 right now because it's on sale.
And it works great. I've had it for like 2 years. Only had to change the batteries once.
Like 2 months or something. That's like, by the way, that battery change is like less than an office mouse. But it's so stupid. Like, I don't get how they're finding ways to charge more for all these stuff. I mean, yeah, it's high quality stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not worth it in my mind.
I feel like if you're already... Well, their new headset, though, I think is pretty cool because it works with pretty much anything except the last-gen consoles. So
How much is it?
I did not find that out because it did not say in the article. So
That's essentially mine. Like it looks exactly like
it's
mine,
pretty much
but
yours,
it has
but it has
doesn't have the two headphone cords on
it only has a 3.5 millimeter jack.
Yeah, mine has the microphone and audio, which I don't mind, but you know, yeah, I'm not such. If I could have a mechanical keyboard, I'd take it, but you know, that's like the list of things I wanted. First was a build a computer, that's drone, then it's what's it called, 3D printer, and
Then
then
a
there's
better computer.
peripheral. No, I'm adding on to the list. Then there's peripherals, like, you know, that all the goodness. Wait, no. Before that would be like better recording equipment, like desk, you know, um, better tripod lighting, you know, maybe a green screen because I've gotten into that recently. And then there's
Really,
gaming
all you need
peripherals.
is some green fabric, essentially. So
Yeah, but you know, like they make like those small ones that
yeah,
just
that
like
would just pop up behind you. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not like I could walk around in it. It's just like I could put my head in a video or something, like part of my body.
Yeah.
Not my dick, but
Okay. Well, I didn't.
that's immediately what I thought when I heard part of my body.
Well, your
Next
head
topic.
went straight to the gutter. Well, I had to go through all of my topics now because since you took so long. So, we're going to move back onto, I guess, your new Apple MacBook Pro.
So, new Apple MacBook Pro. The new desktop Mac is being renewed after a nearly 5-year gap in new Macs, I guess. However, the only things that were upgraded for the most part is the CPU. It is now a 3.5 gigahertz hex core Xeon E5, paired with 16 gigs of 1866 megahertz DDR3 error correcting whatever the last C RAM, and 256 gig PCIe SSD.
Okay.
Why is it 256 gigs? That's retarded.
So how much is this Apple MacBook Pro gonna cost?
$3,000, I think it was.
See, here's the thing. You could build a way better computer for way cheaper. Which I get it. It's a really nice laptop. I'll give you that. That's especially for. Cool.
But I hate that they price it at so high, and that it's just like crap. I guess. I mean, it's good for like on the go, but if I really had a choice, I'd probably get the Razer Blade Stealth. I mean, yeah, I'd probably end up getting like just the Razer Blade, but the Razer Blade Stealth, it looks sexy as fuck. It is the best looking laptop ever. Like,
yeah, I've seen the Stealth, and I was like, you know what? I'd have sex with that laptop.
I was gonna say that, but you know,
I didn't want to make it weird. I knew that you were gonna say it, so I figured I'd just say it now. Get it over with. You already took a hit from the last topic, so you made it weird. So I'll just make it weird this time.
I was gonna say jizz on it, but you know.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't really have sex with it. All I'm saying is that it looks amazing.
So you're saying like, what?
I'm not like that guy on Strange Addictions where he fucks his car through the exhaust pipe.
That's. I was gonna say that, but I was gonna say
he uses a fucking condom too. Like, what the fuck what's gonna go wrong?
No, he doesn't want it to get clogged up and then explode. How's your choking on whatever you're drinking?
Water, So, thanks.
So this is pretty exciting. Not necessarily, but we for the first time found an exoplanet with a visible atmosphere. Um, Scientists have for the first time discovered an atmosphere on an exoplanet. The exoplanet is 39-ish light years away from Earth, with a radius of about 1.4 times the Earth and has a mass of 1.6 times the Earth. It's believed to have an atmosphere similar to that of Venus, so like pretty bad, but it's pretty sweet that we're able to detect atmospheres around other planets now. I mean,
Yeah.
always been able to, but it's amazing that we finally done it for the first time. At NASA.
I have to say this though, but it's pretty amazing how far we've come since space travel has actually started compared to now.
Like in the period of like 70 years,
Yeah.
because the first trip to the moon was 68, 1968, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Or no, I think that no, yeah, 72 was the last one, I think. So, we in a period of like 65-ish years, we managed the WAN show's live. We managed to go from barely even being able to fly a plane to landing on the moon.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of those dicks that think we didn't. But
I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. There is a possibility that we haven't, but I'm pretty positive that we did.
Considering we put mirrors on the moon in the Apollo missions, and we can shine a giant light, the kind of mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I forget exactly what it's called, but it's the kind of mirror that's used on like stop signs and other street signs. And essentially, what it does is it makes the light reflect directly at you, versus where with like a normal mirror it would like reflect off to the side. So but what we can do with that is we can shine a giant laser at those mirrors on the moon, which then will reflect back, losing a bunch of the power from having to travel like millions of miles through millions of miles through space, to then bounce off the moon from mirrors that have been on the moon since the 60s or 70s, and then come back into a sensor to prove that we're on the moon, or that we went to the moon. Pretty cool. I'm sure I'm sure the conspiracy theorists will claim like, whoa, it's the moon's reflective. We have rock on Earth of the moon, morons. Dicks. Anything else?
I mean, not really. I just think it's pretty cool that they've come this far, really. And that we're able to figure out that what the atmosphere is actually like.
Was most of that jargon to you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is the word jargon to you?
Yeah.
So, Planet 9 has not been discovered. You thought I was going to say it was discovered. Fuck you. But the search for Planet 9 has been a search that millions have hoped, maybe not millions, but thousands have hoped to be successful. But as of now, which was yesterday when I was writing my articles, or notes for the articles, the website, or it hasn't been successful. The website Zooniverse is funded by NASA and it has many programs to classify objects in space, such as like distant galaxies. Like my favorite one, mostly, because it's the easiest to do it to classify, and it's like really pretty because there's like all these like blowing up planets that could have had life, millions dead. I'm not emo, just like Hitler, but it's kind of cool.
I thought you said that we had to cut out Hitler's now.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't matter until we get 10.
Oh yeah, 10,000.
No, it does, because then they'll like look back on the videos.
Yeah, then they'll just be like, "Oh, you said Hitler in 2017."
On what day is it?
Friday, April 7th.
No, April. Friday the 13th.
That's not for a while, but
Oh, yeah, next Friday's the 14th.
Yeah.
That's the sequel to Friday the 13th.
Yep.
So, the website Zooniverse was funded by NASA, and it has many programs to help classify objects in space. I already said this. My favorite is Planet Nine, contradicting what I said. But Planet Nine I like it because it's the best planet because we don't really know if it's real yet. Hashtag. Wait, no. Okay, let me read the full sentence. The website Zooniverse is funded by NASA and has many programs to help classify objects in space, but my favorite is Planet 9 because it's the best planet because we don't know if it's real yet. Period. Hashtag proper English. But, you know, I like Planet 9. I mean, the reason I think it's so fascinating is not only because we don't know it exists yet, but there's also the fact that the reason we think it exists is because all the planets are orbiting the sun one way, like how the sort of like they're all sort of flatly orbiting the sun in the same like sort of like flatness orbit pattern, but the sun is actually spinning on a tilted axis, which scientists are actually thinking that this is because there's a massive vast planet on the edges of the solar system past Pluto, past the Kuiper belt, that is taking 20,000 years at max to orbit the sun. And Pluto, that already takes 78 years, I think it is, to orbit the sun. So it's not even orbiting Earth once Pluto isn't orbiting the sun once within most humans' lifetimes.
Yeah, because an average male lives to 78.7 years old.
Oh, sorry.
I know that because of geography class today. So.
But to think of that, a planet is so far away from the sun and it's moving so slow that it takes like 10,000 to 20,000 years to orbit the sun.
Yeah.
It's insane. Also, it's like way bigger than Jupiter, so
So yeah.
I just heard someone scream outside.
Okay.
Like a cheering. It sounds like those typical ghosts. Maybe there is a ghost.
Well,
Hello, ghost.
It sounds like there's ghosts in my house all the time, so I just don't care about it. No.
So, now this was just me writing this down jokingly yesterday, but it's kind of funny. It takes a lot to thoroughly piss off Jonathan or Synthetic Tech, but when you really make him mad or something,
I will fuck your day over. I will just fuck your
the rest
entire
of his
life.
day is focused on pissing off anyone else he comes in contact with. Like, it's just stupid that he somehow trained himself to, when he gets pissed off enough, he'll just go on and ruin everyone else's day.
Well, yeah, normally whenever you piss me off, I'll just fuck your day over.
Like if I ever try to talk to you, just like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'll just be like, fuck you the entire time.
So, yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. It might not happen, but we have another podcast that we're planning to do.
Just random us talking instead of actually doing it.
Yeah, like the second half.
This is all based on topics. This isn't just like,
because I kind of like the format of those, but I don't know. So this is the thing that I actually wrote in school today.
That terror attack. Yeah.
No, the next one, the Earth population one.
Yeah.
This was a thing I wrote in school today. It sounded fairly like an article, so I was like, yeah, it sounds pretty sweet. I didn't actually read it after, but
we'll see how it's written.
Be horrible. So I titled it "Earth Population bold underscored." Yeah. Then it adds to the outline on the sides. Just click to get to it, which isn't really that hard to just scroll to it. But if we get like lost in it, so I'll just read it. There are 7.5 billion people on the planet, and we know Earth can only support a certain amount of people. But how many people is the question? This has been a topic that we've been debating for many years, but as the population begins to grow faster and faster, this is a topic we need to focus on much more. Earth will eventually run out of resources, but but that is another question. When will we run out of natural resources and fossil fuel? The first time this topic was discussed was in 1798, 1730, no, 1798, and was in an essay that was written by Thomas Malthus. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. Sorry, mate. You're dead, but this essay proposed that the human population would grow faster than we could produce food. He also stated that the population would grow geometrically. In other words, it grows exponentially, like 2, 4, 6, or 2, or 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, and then 4096. So it would grow, it doubles each time. Essentially, it doesn't necessarily mean it means that, but it grows, multiplying. If you know what an exponent is, you know what I'm talking about, or if you've gone to 8th grade math. But he also said the food would grow exponentially or arithmetically. So, for example, it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, instead of 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 30. No, meaning that food production on the planet wouldn't keep up with the human population. So, even with 800 million people on the planet without food now, this scenario hasn't happened yet. But some researchers are worried that this scenario will eventually be a reality. Due to this, in the 1970s, scientists wrote a formula to help measure this rising impact on the Earth. This formula can help us realize that our effect on the Earth, it shows the numbers on population, energy consumption, technology. However, this equation shouldn't really be taken too seriously because the way the equation shows the population growth is linear or arithmetically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, meaning the equation can't be used to accurately predict the future growth in resource usage, consumption. That is why we are so unsure of when it reaches maximum potential. Human population, there are just too many variables to take into effect. Yeah. Done.
Well, I mean, for me, I just say fuck it, because by the time that we run out of food, I'll probably be dead. So.
Well, unless Elon Musk uploads your brain to a computer, then you'll be fucked. Well, then it won't matter.
Well, yeah, because then it'll be a fucking computer. So.
Well, and then in like 5 billion years, you'll be consumed by the sun either way. So,
Yeah.
Unless they move you to like Pluto or something, then you'll just fly off the surface. The hard drive snaps. The hard drive platter breaks and you'll just fly off the surface.
They did say that someone that was born in this generation will live up to 130. That's what they have estimated. At least one person. I was like, how in the fuck is that possible?
Scientists predicted that someone that was born in 2012 will live up to the age 150. However, that was from ages ago. So, we're now predicting that about 130 is the oldest humans can actually live.
Okay, well, I heard it.
Of the shits. Okay. I know yours is more accurate, but
I heard it off of someone at school.
2012. If you're born in 2012, unlike us, our mortal classes. You're born in 2001, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, born in 2001 and 2002. Those assholes having us be born here. We'd only be 5, I suppose.
Yeah. This would be pretty impressive.
5-year-olds talking about terror attacks.
I mean, that'd be kind of weird. It'd be like, oh my god, keep you up to shit.
Sweat, terror attack.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't make fun of that.
Yeah, it's not funny now that you said that.
It's not. What did I laugh? So there was another terror attack. I actually wrote this a little while ago. So basically, a man drove a truck into a crowd, killing 4 people and injuring 15 others. It's suspected to be ISIS once again.
Which, I mean, really, they could just keep claiming that it's them, because I mean, if the guy dies, then they'll
Yeah,
just
I
raise
pointed
their
it out.
hand.
Yeah, I pointed out that it could just be like some drunk driver
Yeah.
in the past, but chances are it probably is mostly this drunk driver. There's just some geek on a computer in like fucking Syria or something, like starting civil wars.
Yeah, just being like, hey man, that guy is an ISIS.
Yeah, I mean, it's mainly coincidental for a lot of this. Not necessarily calling it an accident for any of these, but I've pointed this out to you in the past. I know, but the thing you just said, like where it could just be ISIS claiming that it's them.
Yeah.
I have for a long time thought that like nine, I don't want to say 9/11, but taking it to an extreme, like 9/11 could have just been Al Qaeda claiming that some drunk pilot kind of just
Okay,
drove it
well,
into.
I feel like that
No,
was more on
no,
purpose.
we have the
Because
like tapes from the plane that 9/11.
yeah.
You can read the dialogue online. I've read it. With a lot of Allahu Akbar.
Which really all it means
Like,
is God is good.
it's
greater.
mostly just
Yeah.
screaming in the background, and then it's just Allahu Akbar over the screaming.
You know?
Pretty depressing shit. There's
Yeah.
that one video I wrote where I made that where it seemed like I was gonna kill myself in like 2 seconds.
Oh.
We had a point where there were 2 viewers. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even
Hi.
have that tab open, but I mean, I guess if you're even still
So-
around, hello.
Yeah. So we're gonna end this podcast here. If you're for some reason watching right now, we'll be back with a more comedic podcast, maybe in a little bit, but probably because if I was able to convince him to do this weekly, I could probably convince him to do that weekly right after this one.
Yeah.
So unless you're watching this on the podcast, which then we'll have like another podcast thing on like iTunes and Google Play.
Yeah. Which you can download. So.
Yeah, we
were
like,
gonna use
I'm
SoundCloud,
surprised.
but then they were being dicks, and they were like, "Yeah, you can't put
we're
more
using
than
Show
2 hours of
Engine now.
videos." And I was like, "Well, that's 2 weeks."
Actually, it's 180 hour or minutes.
Oh.
We've completely switched off of SoundCloud.
Yeah.
So we're now using a company called Shout Engine. You can check them out on our website. But I'm amazed that our podcast has gotten so many downloads so far. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to it right now. It takes quite a while because I have to sign in and shit. But I'm amazed that we've managed to get so many downloads. Like, I expected to get like at most 1 podcast, but no, it's like way higher than what I was ever expecting it to get to. It's at 237 this month. I'm shitting myself because that's 2 podcasts, and that's just for the Tech Talks, and we're planning on doing more that are going to be obviously a lot better than this one. Because our comedic parts of our brain are way more advanced than our news reading parts.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Hillary Clinton.
Thanks.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Check back next week for more. It's usually gonna be around 7. Don't write that in stone.
Yeah, don't write it down or anything.
It won't be.
It
won't be.
Just turn it on so that you'll get the notification that hey.
Yeah, and
live streaming.
And unsubscribe and dislike. Post a bunch of hate speech.
Yeah.
Hate speech.
Hate comments, just all over. Just whatever you want to do.
It doesn't piss us off in the first place. So.
Even go find our email.
I'll just ban you if it does. So.
Go find our business email. Send us some notes about us killing ourselves or something. Just do whatever you want to do.
Now, then if we die, they'll like check that email.
Yeah.
They'll be, oh, it was not.
Then they'll just be like, "Oh, it was that dick that made him commit suicide?" And then, yeah.
That's not, suicide isn't funny, but you know,
You know, it
joke
may make
you were
people
making.
laugh, but yeah.